Hello, online family. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Brightstar. Your name?
My name is Beatrice.
Beatrice who?
Kasioka?
My name is Brightstar Kasioka. So today you can see I am not alone. I am with my grandmother. So as I was saying, my name is Brightstar. And this one is just not another star. This one is beautiful, bold, brave, bright, brilliant, and a little bit extra. Bright by name, star by nature. Bright by name, bold by purpose. Built from grass to grace, rising from skies and refusing to dim. On this channel, I am not just Brightstar. I am your online bestie. Here, we love, we grow together, and we shine together. Nah, I say that wrong. Here, we love, we grow, and we shine together. If you've ever lost your light, I hope you find some of it here. Okay, I think the presence of my grandmother is disturbing me today. But in this channel, if you're here for the laughter, for the lessons, or just a little extra, you are in the right place. Life is too short to dim your light, and that is why around here it's all things bold, all things bright. Shasha, Wambi, hi.
Hi.
Today I am not alone because I'm going to talk about something, how to take care of your parents or guardians for that matter. So this is not my mom, though she looks like she's my mom. She's my grandmother. So, but she's the person who brought me up. She's just no linila.
Huh?
No linila.
Huh?
No linila.
Sana.
Tangu nikuwa na miezi ngapi?
Miezi 3.
Miezi tatu.
Unanyonya?
Ah? Yeah, so she raised me since I was 3 months. I used to breastfeed her. So my mom left when I was 3 months. And I thought, why not? Like we were doing a video today. Just some challenges for social media. And then I thought this video will be good when she's here. And so let's go on to today's video. How to take care of your parents. Before I go on with today's video, I want you to look at her. This is not just a background. This is not a prop. This is history. This is a woman who raised me since I was 3 months. She loved without cameras. She took care of responsibility without reminders, and she sacrificed a lot without anything. She is evidence of what it means to love and love your children and their children. This woman right here. You know, way before there was social media trends, way before there was, my grandmother was here. She loved me. She took care of me since I was a baby. And remember, she had taken care of her own child, but she took care of me. So this here is what a parent or guardian looks like. She was there, her and my grandfather, but my grandfather is not around, like he's in the village, so we're not going to talk about him, but we are going to talk about her as an example. So, and that is why today I thought it's important for us to talk about something we do not discuss enough. That is how to take care of your parents. Not when it's convenient, not when it's trendy, not when the cameras are on, but now how to take care of people who want to care of us. She took care of me when I was young, and now I'm taking care of her. Cindy, yeah. So let's go one-on-one on today's video. The power of presence. Let me tell you something simple but heavy. Sometimes your parents or your guardians do not need help. They need presence. Imagine loving so deeply and then being forgotten so slowly. Imagine raising people who become too busy to sit with you. Sometimes loneliness is one of the most hurtful things during old age. You have to choose presence. You have to choose you'll show up for your parents. And presence means spending time with them and being there for them without an agenda. It means sitting down with them to eat, having conversations with them, just spending time with them without any agenda, And when you do that, you will realize healing sometimes happens without any conversations. Like my grandmother here, we spend a lot of time together. And I realized since I started doing that, she stopped being depressed and going through things. Like she just became lively. Because every Sunday is dedicated to her. That is before I get my own family. So as long as I'm single, all Sundays are dedicated to her. And honestly, she appreciates that much more than anything else. And me being there, you can see she's younger, she's glowing, she's happy because she knows I am there. She knows I have time to her. And even when I spend time with her, sometimes I have to tell her, Grandma, please go get yourself friends. I am not your friend. You need to tell your friend things. But I realize anytime I'm around her, she's yawning. Like she's longing to tell me how her day was, how things happened. And even now when I brought her to start working with me, like now she spends some time with me in the office. And I'm too busy, honestly, to like have conversations. But then I notice like sometimes during lunchtime, I'll just call her, we sit down and she's normally very happy. So you have to be there intentionally. Shosho.
Yes.
What nashinda na wewe? Huwa inakufanya ufeel aje? Kushinda na wewe. Unapenda kushinda na mimi? Kwa nini? Kwa nini?
Wewe ninakupenda, ndugu yangu.
Na kwa nini unapenda kushinda na mimi na si kushinda peke yako?
Tunakaa hivyo. Miaka mingi.
Miaka mingi? So mimi ni rafiki yako? Hauna marafiki? Hauna marafiki? I am her best friend. Si mimi ni best friend yako? Uko na rafiki mwingine mwenye si mimi? So you see guys, sometimes you are the only friends your parents have. Kwa nini una marafiki wengi na venye wewe unapendwa na watu? Kwa nini unapenda kushinda tu na mimi? Kwa nini? Kwa nini?
Ninapenda hivyo.
Kwa nini?
Tunasikizana sana. Na kila mahali.
Yeah, so you see like
mahali iko kwa kazi, iko kwa kukaa, kwa nyumba, na tunasikizana hivyo.
Nasikizana hivyo? Yeah, so you see she's saying we get along. So whether it's in the office, in the house, we go to do our nails together. Shishafanya hivi. We go to do our nails together. Sometimes we go to do our hair together. Like, just spending time with them, it's priceless. It will heal your parents. And I understand if you have your family and you're busy, but spending time with them is priceless. Unacheka umefikiria nini?
Ni furaha tu.
Ni furaha. So she's very happy. Yeah, so spend time with your parents. Like, care involves you being there. Like, it does not matter how busy you are. Create even one time a year. Like, have some time with them. Because remember, they are not here for so long. And I was telling one of my friends the other day, and I was telling him, if my grandmother passed away today, it would be so heartbreaking to me. But I will know that to God I spent time with her. And there's nothing that is as beautiful as that, knowing that you spend time with him before their time is up. So, spend time with them. Take them for coffee. Take them to eat. Just spend time with them. And record those memories so that when they are gone, you have something to show your children and your grandchildren. So, yeah! Shosho, ambia watu wachukue time na wazazi wao. Waambie?
Mwambie mazukue time na njugu yo na wazazi wao na manakaa mzuri.
Wanakaa vizuri?
Makaa mzuri kama mimi.
kama wewe. Lakini si pia wao wazazi wakuwe wazuri. Unajua mtoto hawezi kaa na mama kama hakuna.
Ninajua hivyo.
Yeah, so again, even this rule applies to parents who are not toxic. If your parent is toxic, I understand if you don't want to spend time with them. So the parent has to be someone, like for my grandma, she's not toxic. Like, there might be issues here and there, but they're very minimal. So I'm always able to accommodate her in my space because I am free with her being with my team. I'm free with her being with my friends. I'm free with her being everywhere because she's a good-hearted woman. Shushu ambie pia wazazi wakuwe na roho nzuri. Ndio watoto waweze kukaa na wao.
Makaa nao. Na roho mzuri, watoto, na wamama, na njukio.
Na wababa pia.
Na wababa.
Yes. So guys, presents be there. The power of giving them a monthly allowance. This makes care consistent, and consistency gives them dignity. You know, if you have like a monthly allowance for your parents or your guardians, that is if you're in a position to, it takes away from them the shame of asking. You know, it's like you make it consistent in a way that they know every month something is coming, and that helps them even plan their own lives because they know this is the amount I'm going to get, and so I can prioritize, budget, and see what is it that I need. I think different things works for different families, but when care is consistent, you know, when you it removes like care from being an emotional thing to a consistent thing. It gives them some sort of stability, knowing that even if you guys are not in good terms or something happens, maybe there are arguments, they still have some monthly allowance. And that is very, very important. If you're actually having monthly allowance separated from your arguments, you know, sometimes with families or parents, you can end up arguing. Like, you know, they're human. Building families is very difficult. So in case you guys have argued, make sure still the monthly allowance is like a system. So, and you can even go ahead and make it like automated, you know, like just like a bills, like the way you have your bills, it's non-negotiable. So you decide every month this particular amount is leaving my account, and it's automated. So it will just be deducted like other bills, and it's non-negotiable. Like it's not something you cancel when you're having a bad month, or it's something that, you know, it's like a bill, it's like electricity, it's like water. It's something that you will have to give every month. And also, from my own experiences, I realized once you give them, don't remind them. You know, when you give someone something and then you remind them, maybe when you're having an argument, it actually takes away the dignity from it. So you decide, I am going to give them, and it's never going to be a conversation because, you know, and you're not giving it out of responsibility. You're actually giving it out of gratitude, knowing that they took care of you and you're now actually giving it back. And yeah, so there are different ways of having a monthly allowance. And I think when I tell some of my friends or people that I talk to, you know, sometimes I'm invited to give speeches. So afterwards, the few places I've gone to give speeches, afterwards I will have conversations with people. And so they ask about my grandparents because I post about my grandparents. And their biggest worry is that they don't have enough. Like, you know, I wish one day I'll be successful like you so that I help my grandparents or I help my parents. But this is it. You don't have any pressure. You just have to start with what you have. Like, your budget should come from what you have. And you are nowhere, like, you're not trying to impress any person at all, because it's responsibility, and the consistency matters more than the amount. And even if you're not earning so much at the moment, you can just give them something little from what you're earning, and then you can keep increasing it as you grow. The more you advance, the more here. It's just like with housing and food and stuff like that. So when you're struggling, you have like really, you know, a small budget. But when we start like earning more, you upgrade it. That's the same thing. And from my experience, how has that been? I started giving my grandparents allowance when I was in campus. I won a student leadership position, yeah. Let's go. This thing I was trying, I was just having fun with it. So I went and I was being paid a monthly salary of 10,000 shillings. That's Kenyan shillings. But other than that, there used to be other allowances, maybe when we go for trips, when we have, like, I was an executive student leader. So the amount was not so much, but my rent, housing, expenses were covered by Mama Rose. So she used to take care of me. So I did not need this money. So the first thing I did was retire my grandpa. My grandpa used to work as a house help. No, sorry. He used to work as a night watchman, and so security guard, that's it. So I retired him. He used to be paid 3,000, and then I told him, okay, you sit down in the house, I'm gonna give you your 3,000. And so I would give them money for food, money for, and trust you me, it made them so happy. And that time I didn't have a lot of money, okay? And so even when I started working, at first I used to send them mixed allowance. They're like, okay, that's 5,000, it's for you guys, buy food. But then I realized I was having issues between my grandpa and my grandma. Like, this one wants to buy food, this one wants to go and meet his older men. So I decided to separate it. So I would send money for food separately, and then I sent money for my grandpa for his own allowance and money for my grandma, and that solved a lot of disputes. Then after that, even there was a time I went to the United States for training. I left every person with a budget enough for that 1 month and a half. So you see, like, you upgrade it as you go. Like, I've not had a system. It's just I know they are parcel of my plans, and I'm gonna plan it for them. And now, like right now, my grandma is earning her money because she's working with us. So she is an independent girl. My grandpa, he got some money that he had sold shamba sometime, so he has some money right now. So right now the pressure is not so much on me, but I always have, like, is there anything I can do, is there anything I can do? So you see, different things works for different families. And probably maybe your parents are well off. If they're well off, hey, I salute you. I mean, you're lucky. But most of us have to, like, really take care of our parents, and the best way to do it is just to give them an allowance. And when you give them this allowance, please don't micromanage it. Like, you can just guide them to use it responsibly, but don't micromanage it. Just let them use it how they want. And yeah, as long as you tell them, have a clear communication, like, hey, every month you're going to get this amount. So it should not exceed, your expenses should not exceed this, because this is what I can afford at the moment. So very honest conversation. And then you guide them on responsible use of money, because if you come from poverty, your parents also don't have expenses. Like, no, your parents don't have any experience with money, so they're gonna try to misuse it. So as long as you give the guidelines, let them do whatever they want to do. Like, it gives them that, because they're still adults. So yeah, there's power in taking care of your parents and just giving them allowance. Like, someone took care of you, so it's you. And it's you telling them, when you give them monthly allowance, you're telling them, hey, I see you and you're safe. Your expenses matter to me, and I may not be there to pick your call anytime you call me, so that I send money immediately. But hey, this. And even with Mom Rose, I don't like talking much about Mom Rose and finances, because Mom Rose has kids, but she had 3 kids, and one of her kids was giving her a monthly budget. Like, her expenses were covered by her son, and I saw how that helped Mama Rose. Like, it was really, she knows by date 3 every month she's getting money, so she's able to budget herself, she's able to do things, she's able to. And before that, even if the money would be over, like, let's say around, Mom Rose was a generous giver. Like, she was a kind person, she was trying to give out to so many people. But even if around the 25th the money gets over, she would not call her son. Like, she knew the date to get money is like this date, so she would not say, even if she's experiencing financial struggles. And that's it, because there was a clear conversation and she knew the amount to expect. So if she goes above that budget, that's on her. So, and Mama Rose was in her 70s. So you see, this was a family that I lived with, that the son was taking care, and then for me. So different things work for different families. And I've realized, when I give my grandmother money, Oh, I don't know why. Like I'm just, my points are everywhere. You'll forgive me. My points are everywhere. But when I give my grandma money, she never asked me for any more money until he's done. So that tells you how important. Like, she will go buy herself a shoe, a dress, what. But if she was to call me constantly, I would feel overwhelmed. Like, I would feel she's too much in my space. So you see, it's important you give them their money and then they decide, and then you'll see. Yeah. Do you give your parents allowance? Is that something you're gonna do? Let me know. Involve them in your activities. I understand life gets busy, you get busy. But do you know you can actually choose to take care of your parents by involving them in your activities? Let them see your world, not just hear about it. If you have a workplace that is a little bit understanding, you can bring them to work with you. Let them see your day, how it is. Like, let them see the magic you create where you work, where you do things. Like, just bring them on board. If you cannot bring them to your workplace, involve them in simple routines. Sometimes you can have lunch on Saturdays or Sundays when they are free. Like, you can involve them in simple routines. Some of your routines, not every day, but the times that you can. Ask them for their opinions. Like, what do they think? Even when I'm dressing up sometimes, like this clothes, my grandma is like, I did this for myself. I did not think it will look good on her. But then she said it looks good. So I asked her, do you need one for yourself? Ask them for their opinion. And sometimes you don't even have to implement it, but you just have to like ask and show them that they matter and implement the opinions that you think it's, give them small roles. Sometimes your parents can actually help you do roles so they can manage. Like my grandmother here, she works with us. So she supervises people and helps with buttons because that's something she can do. Like small roles so they can help you. You're involving them in your daily activities. Go with their pace. Don't just, I find my grandmother very slow sometimes. So sometimes it's like, I wish she could be faster, but I've learned to go on her pace than, rush her because I want her in my space. Create traditions. Like the family I was living with, Mama Rose, she had a tradition with her kids where every Sunday they met in the afternoon and they sat together and they would just like have lunch and talk, update each other. That shared routine was always making Mama Rose feel part of her kid's life, and I saw how important that was and how they used to make decisions as a family. Like it's very, very important to just bring your parents. Like, it's okay, like involve them, guardians, whatever. They have wisdom, they have time, they are wiser. So if they are available, please involve them in your daily routines if you can. And because as I said, I'm busy, I'm like trying to build a brand, and that's like the hardest thing, to build a brand the normal way. So I bring my grandma with me. If I were to say I will wait until maybe maybe like when I go to visit her in her house, it will be taking forever for her to have time with me. So involve them. Like, they just need to feel as if they are part of your world. I've realized that is the deepest form of care, and they feel so proud. My grandma is always telling everyone about me wherever she goes. And not just her, even my grandpa, because they're proud to have me as their child. Shesha?
Yes.
Unapenda tukifanya nini na wewe? Ni kitu gani unapenda tukifanya wewe unafurahia kabisa?
Napenda tufanye kazi mzuri, tukae mzuri, na tuambie watu makae na watu wao mzuri.
Wakae na watu wao mzuri.
Mapendane.
Wapendane. Na unapenda tukifukua kazi pamoja, ama tukiwa kwa nyumba pamoja, ama tukienda kukula pamoja. Ni nini unapenda sana tukifanya mimi na wewe? Ni gani unapenda?
Yote.
Si yote. Ni gani unapenda kabisa?
Napenda fanya kazi.
Unafurahia kufanya kazi na mimi? Sana? Kwa nini?
Kazi.
Yeah, so you see, like, involve them. Like, just bring them in your space if you're in a position to. If not, go to their space and do things with them from their space. So yeah. Oh yeah, and why can I forget this? I love dressing up, so I'm always involving my grandma in dressing up with me. Shushu mimi napenda kuvaa nguo, lakini nakuwa na kubeba na wewe, tunavaa na yeye. Si ndio? Tunavaa na wewe. So I always involve her. I love doing my hair. I take her. I love doing my nails. I take her. So you see now that one creates a bond. It makes her feel so special. So do the same, like small things, but they mean the world, like you will take care of them, okay? Synchronization. I involve her so she knows what to do. I turn, she turns. The power of showing them off. Okay, I will tell you this. My grandmother just started speaking in English. No, Swahili the other day. She's always spoken to me in my mother tongue. But you know, when I got something little, when I moved to the city, I've always shown my grandparents so much. Like, I'll do videos with them. I will dress them up. Everybody who knows me knows that my grandparents raised me. And you know what that does? It actually gives them some dignity. It makes them feel so important and so proud that you're so proud of them. So show them off when you can. I remember when we were in high school, there was this girl who, you know, my school was a very expensive school. It was a private school. I was in a full scholarship. And there was another girl, I think she was also in a scholarship or partly scholarship. And her grandmother came all the way to see her, and she refused because she said the grandmother was embarrassing her. And I remember that thing really disturbed me because, you know, it does not matter. Don't worry about social media and the aesthetics, because I find some of you are so worried about what people think. Yeah, but I will never worry if my grandmother cannot speak English or my grandpa cannot speak English. That is none of my problem. You know, I'm gonna show them off. I'm going to dress up. So like right now, I'm dressed up with her. We are doing videos, and all these videos are going to go to all my social media platforms. People in my social media know them because I show them. I am proud of them, and so should you. Be proud of your parents. Be proud of your guardians. I mean, you don't have to be a public person. Like, you don't have to be like a social media person star like me, but you show them off to your friends. Like, let people know about your parents and the things they did. I take all the time I can to tell my family, my teammates about my family. And then there was Mom Rose. I tell you about Mom Rose all the time. She took care of me when I was a child. She adopted me somehow. No, fostered me because it was not legally. So she fostered me, and I stayed with her for 4 years. Mom Rose got sick, so she cannot be in my socials. But you know what I do? I tell everyone about her. I show her off even when she cannot afford to be in my videos. And you know, by doing that, you honor their legacy. You be like, my grandmother, when she knew I was proud of her, she started also being proud of herself. Because sometimes our parents have gone through so much, people put them down, they don't believe in themselves anymore. Now look at a child who believes in that parent. That parent will blossom, that parent will shine. So please, show them off. Take photos with them. Like, take photos with them, you don't have to post. But remember, one day, those photos will be memories, and the only memories you have left. Like, take photos, take them to places, dress up with them. Just be present and show them off. Like, you see the way when you have a child or when you have a dog or a cat, you show them off. That is the same thing. That's the same standard they should apply with your parents, like guardians. You should. And I do that, and I've seen how it makes them feel so happy and so fulfilled. And they were like, even when my grandmother is leaving the house, she always tells me, I have to dress up because I cannot embarrass you. You know, you are star, and people know I'm your grandma. And she's always telling me, like, she cannot embarrass me. She has to dress up. She has to, because I show her off, and she knows that, so she lives up to the standard. Shesho, si mimi wanakuonyesha kila mahali. Na sina kufurahishanga. Sana. Si wewe ni celeb. She's a whole celebrity because I try to show her. So show off your parents. They deserve. Oh, don't care about aesthetics. Show them off, and then make them dress well. And yeah, and it's not about the budget you have. Just whatever you have, give. Yeah. If you do not remember anything I say today, remember this. Taking care of your parents is not something you do because life becomes easy. Nope. It's something you do because life is uncertain. Nothing, and I mean nothing, prepares you for the time when those who took care of you start needing you. But it shows up one day. And once it shows up, I hope you can do it. I hope you can be there for them. If their parents who gave birth to you, you are so blessed if they're still alive. You never know how long they have left. So please take care of them. And if it's like me, in my case, people who stepped up, grandparents, cousins, families, aunties, uncles, people who didn't have to, be grateful because they did not have to. Just, I hope you can love them, call them, visit them, or sit with them, eat with them, not out of fear, not out of guilty, not out of being forced to, but because you are grateful, out of gratitude. I hope you can know that it's a privilege to have them. And yes, they might have made mistakes, Sometimes they might have made mistakes, but always remember they took care of you with what they had, the resources they had at that time, and the knowledge they had, and most of them were struggling by themselves. So this is how you love your parents. This is how you take care of them, by being present even when life gets busy, by showing up for them even when you feel exhausted with your own responsibilities, and by not forgetting them and being there with them and sharing your life with them. She should tell them bye-bye.
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 Shine, besties.
Shine, besties.
See you in the next video.
See you
in the next video.
In the next video.